What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from AKNationTV.com and AKNation TV here on YouTube, the two places on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And before I get into the review of The Walking Dead episode 10, Stalker, I need to remind y'all that I need y'all to go to watchactv.com, which is AKNationTV.com. You know, I've been doing this thing for over 15 years, and to this day, no one can effectively say AKNationTV.com or AKNation TV. It's always A something, and you're the guy from A. So I decided to change the name of the website, which houses our online streaming network original content, from AKNation TV to Watch ACTV. It's very simple. I can't get any simpler than that. So AKNation TV and Watch ACTV are the same thing, but for the sake of people understanding what it's all about, I need you to watch ACTV, okay? ACTV, watchactv.com. Go to that website and subscribe. Anyways, let's get into this particular review. It's coming late because I'm late, okay? I'm late as can be. But anyways, let's start. Beta is starting this episode off, going into a mobile home that's isolated in like this field outside of like this forest or something, whatever, the woods. And there are two guardians there. And they move out the way, they move, you know, this fixture or cabinet or whatever, or chair or whatever it was, and he drops down into the ground. And he descends into the darkness. You know, he disappears, vanishes into the darkness carrying a lantern. Where is he going? I don't know. In my head, how were they this smart to build whatever it is that they've built? That's what my mind is trying to figure out. How did they accomplish this? That's what my mind is, and where is he going? Now, if you remember in the last episode, I was wondering when my people was gonna get tough and start wrecking stuff and not really care about what, you know, what they're doing or who they're doing it to, just start killing people. And I wanted Rosita to come back strong, and I wanted all my people to come back strong, especially Carol, which, by the way, she was not in this episode. But anyways, I've been wanting Rosita to come back. She over here having dreams about, you know, her child getting got. And I'm like, girl, what's going on? Why are we still, why are we caught in this daze? Because you allowed one of the Whisperers to be around y'all all this time. Y'all did not know it. And now your man, Sharif, is gone. And his name is not Sharif. I think it's Saeed or something along them lines. Anyway, he gone now. So now you're having dreams about it. So, you know, I named the third wheel Gamma. So Alpha, Beta, Gamma. That's what I named her, but they said her name. I think it's Mary or something. Anyways, she goes to Alexandria letting them know, hey, hi, what's up? I'm here. I've the one been talking to Aaron. Yeah, we know who you are. Okay, well, then you know they're in trouble. No, we didn't know that, but how can we trust you? Because you said that the horde was over here, but it's over here now. Oh, she moved it. Convenient. Listen, I'm doing this because the baby that y'all saved at Hilltop is my nephew, and I want the baby. Okay, sure, come on in. Boom, she gets punched by Rosita. Why? Like, why are we, like what was the point? I don't understand. Like, we're tough, but we're not all the way tough. This was a fake punch, and the reason why this was a fake punch is because I don't believe the hype. I'm not believing the hype, because they're not about to blow shit up. That's what's in my heart. But, you know, I digress, and I continue to watch The Walking Dead. Daryl tracks the the Whisperers to an opening of the cave that we're assuming is the big monstrous cave underneath the ground, because they're master mole diggers and they're able to create tunnels or whatever. But you know, the girl Alpha comes out, and you know, she's out. Gamma is in the prison, you know, and Gabriel and Rosita are questioning her. Gabriel is smart as hell in this. I gotta read my notes. Rosita says, if you can't convince us, you'll die. This is what I've been waiting for. Yes, Gabriel and Rosita. This is my notes. He says, I spoke to God and he said to hang you. Now, Gabriel was being real flippy with the mouth here. And in my mind, I'm like, who does he think he is? Like, okay, yeah, he's been through a lot. But when I think of Gabriel, I still think of Gabriel sitting on that boulder trying to avoid the zombie way back in the way day. You know, when Rick was still alive. You know, that's what I see when I see Gabriel. Although Gabriel has been through a lot, he got a glass eye and he about that life some of the time. But I need him to be all of the time about that life. And he's seeming to give me that in this episode. You know, granted, you know, Rosita's, what was that situation? What was going on? Was that a menagerie? Was it Rosita and the homeboy first and then Rosita started going for Gabriel before going for Eugene? Or was Eugene just so lost in wanting her? Like, I'm so lost. Rosita must have that pussy fairy. Like, you know, Janae Aiko got this song out called Pussy Fairy. Now, this is the dumbest part that happened in this episode. The dumbest part that has happened in The Walking Dead since, well, no, every death has been the dumbest part. But this here, every death of the core members have been the dumbest part. But this right here takes the cake, okay? Daryl has fought bigger bitches than Alpha. No pun intended. And he gets stabbed up, shanked, and he gets blood in his eyes. But he can't seem to wipe his eyes clean because he has what? I was so lost in not understanding this. How come Daryl could not just go and wipe his eye? Why he's sitting here trying to fight and I just couldn't understand. That was so dumb. Whoever wrote that was lazy in the writing, and there was no way that Alpha would have taken Daryl. Just no way. Gamma meets with the council, or whatever they call themselves, and, you know, she tells him, hey, this is where everything is. I need you to go here. Trust me. Everything's going to work out. Just listen to me. Rosita's like, Gabriel's like, we will listen to you, and we will catch them, and we will bust their teeth in, and we will torch them. Hoorah! The people are looking at him like, what? Daryl ends up finding an old gas station and Alpha comes after him. Alpha is kind of like hurt herself, but she gets zombies to come in. Daryl defeats the zombies, but he has to take the knife out of his leg in order to do so. I don't see how. Anyways, he's keeping the knife in the leg because I'm assuming that it's, you know, stopping the blood. But as soon as he pull it out, he starts gushing blood and he faints. I'm fast forwarding because this was just one of the dumbest sequences in a very long time. Mary, I got the name right, speaks to Judith. Judith always loves talking to people in prison. And, you know, she tells Judith about her past and get off the tripod, baby. Get off the tripod. She tells Judith about her past and where she's from, somewhere in California, I believe she said. But then she says, I don't remember the rest because Alpha made me forget. Beta comes out from under one of the cemeteries in Alexandria. How? How, Sway? How? Let me know. When did they do this? And when did they think this was it? Like, how? I couldn't understand that. It wasn't making no sense to me. But he comes out and one by one, he's killing people off. Killing people off so they can turn into zombies and go try to wreck shop in Alexandria. But, I mean, a few zombies is not going to stop the Alexandrians. But here's when things get pretty good. Because Mary, okay, ends up getting approached by Beta. Beta's going after Mary. Somehow, Beta knows where the prison is. Maybe this is all the intel. Maybe this is all the intel from the mole. Whatever. I couldn't understand. I don't know. Was there a map drawn? Maybe. I guess. Beta goes to get Mary, but then Beta gets attacked by the homegirl that used to be a savior. Whatever. I don't really care for these refugees. I don't really care for these leftovers. I don't. She gets thrown up against the wall. She's down. Mary runs out. Judith's like, come up here, come up here. Beta goes looking for Mary in the house that Beta told her to go into. Beta walks in, he gets shot up. I'm like, come on, Judith, come on. Now, why Judith was not taught to shoot until your clip is empty? I don't know. One shot ain't stopping him. It's not stopping him. They should have came out, shot him up in the dome. That would have been it. But we didn't do that. Of course, we need the story to continue. Beta gets up, getting to where Mary is. Or no, not getting to where Mary is, but Rosita ends up finding Beta, and then they have a fight. Of course, Rosita is not going to beat Beta because Beta could barely handle Daryl, which, by the way, brings me to the point where how in the hell Alpha is handling Daryl? I don't know. Because Beta and Daryl was going toe to toe, and the only way that Beta was going to even stop was falling down the elevator shaft. I'm just lost. But anyways, you know, Rosita thinks that she could do something. She doesn't. She's unable. And Mary ends up leaving with Beta, threatening to kill herself because Alpha wanted to kill her. But she's like, I will kill me. Alpha wants me alive. Stop. And I'm like, girl, whatever. So Beta ends up walking out of Alexandria with Mary, and then all of a sudden they're almost attacked by Gabriel. Because of course they're not that good to finish him off. They're just not. They're not. And we need the story to continue. So Beta runs free. He's out there. Now, one of the moments that I didn't really particularly care for was when Homegirl came and saw her mother on the ground. Lydia, this girl Alpha has put you through so much. Why are we keeping her alive, sis? Why are we having a conversation with her, sis? Why are we telling her that these people are good people? Okay, if we don't finish her off, these good people may not last, sis. Your life and the what you think of it may not last. But whatever, we're keeping her alive. She rescues Daryl. Daryl comes back and he's like, you didn't kill her. Lydia's like, would you be able to kill your own father? Yeah, he had to kill his brother. What? Come on. Y'all remember Earl? It was Earl, right? I remember Earl. Stalker was all right. It wasn't the greatest episode in the world, but I want you guys to do me a favor and leave your comments below. Let me know what you thought of Stalker, episode 10, Walking Dead. Tune in to episode 11. It's coming like right after this. You can actually watch it now because I'm doing both in the same night. I know. You're not about to think about not subscribing to aconnectiontv.com. Copyrighted.